everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. We are back, and it is our second show of the night. It is 7:58 Eastern Standard Time, right over here in Long Island, New York. And I'm going to have some very special guests from down south from me in Texas. So without further ado, let's bring them on. Marcus and Misty from Motivate Pro Wrestling. How are you?
Hello. We're doing great. How are you?
Good. I mean, we talked a little bit before. It's a little rainy down there.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are cooled down a little bit.
Yes, it's been a nice rain for sure, nonstop.
Man, it's hot in here in my apartment. I'm like dying over here. It's 90 degrees in here. It's not 90 degrees outside, but it's 90 degrees in here. Let me tell you. All right, let's start with how did you guys come into forming Motivate Pro Wrestling?
Oh.
Or is this what we call the secret origin of Motivate Pro Wrestling?
No, it's not very secret actually. Okay. It's pretty well known around here, anyways. It was basically I live in a very small town. We both do, and I've been in the wrestling business for about 4.5 years when I came up with it. 4.5 years. And I've been traveling around, and I decided, man, I've met a lot of great wrestlers. I've been to a lot of great towns, but there's nothing in our town. There's nothing for our town to do. There's no family activities for people to go out and do on a Friday or Saturday night to keep people out of trouble and keep them with their kids, and so I really wanted to have a show here, and we did that a couple years ago. Myself and my trainer, we did one over at the Pizza Hut, and he gave me full reins to put it all together, and it was a great success, a really great success. And from there, it really just gave me the itch. It made me want to have that on a regular basis here for our small town. Yeah. And when it came down to it, it just I had to find the right teammates and the right partner. And originally I just came to Misty and said, hey, I'd really love to have you as one of my announcers. You've got great energy. You have no problem speaking up and speaking out, and I'd love to have you on board. And I think it was within about a month of me asking her that, she was like, hey, well, what are you doing about this? And how are you handling this? And are you making sure you're doing this as well? And all this stuff. I was like, oh, Misty, why don't I just have you by my side?
So she's keeping you in check.
Yes, absolutely. She still does every day.
Now, if you don't stay in check, this is going to happen. Right here, look.
Yeah, exactly. That's what that chair is for.
So we're just saying hello to everybody. Oh, man. All right. So after that, how do you go about recruiting talent to come to your promotion?
Well, whenever the idea first came about, I had one person in mind that I said, I need this person on my team, or I don't know if I can make it work. If I have them on my team, I know I can make it work. Mm-hmm. And that is Gino Toldyouso Rivera. And I contacted him. He was before I even honestly had the name for Motivate Pro Wrestling. I said, hey, man, this is my idea. Here's what I want to do. Here's the mission behind it. Here's what the whole dream is. If I can pull this off, are you on board? And he's like, yeah, man. He said, you've always been good to me. I've always been there for you. He said, and I'll continue to be there for you. So whatever you need, I'm there for you. And from there, it was like, okay, well, I knew I had a foundation. And then from there, I was like, okay, well, I knew actually, just out of happenstance, a gentleman that I had great respect for already and had gotten to wrestle before in the business, he reached out to me. I don't think he realized it was me. He just reached out to Motivate Pro Wrestling and was looking for a spot, and that's Sebastian Envy. And yeah, he had reached out for a spot. Like I said, I don't think he knew it was me for about a month. I was kind of keeping it secret just to see how many people I knew. come on board without realizing who it was they were wanting to work for.
Uh,
But I had worked with Sebastian before, and whenever I first met him, he was working the Hall of Fame show, so I already had great respect for him, and I was more than happy to bring him on, and he happened to be wrestling a tag team, so I was like, great. So I got a main event, I got a tag team. Now, from there, I was already previously in a tag team myself with Sama Tamu, who is a big giant barbarian, and so I had him on board, and so I was like, I got my main event, I got my giant, I got my tag team. I reached out to a couple of great women. They were both more than happy to come on board. So it all just started rolling from there, and people started reaching out left and right once they saw the building. Once they saw the other talent that was on there. I've watched a few of your podcasts where some of our guys have talked about our building and how great it is.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you watching, man.
Oh, absolutely. I'll watch anything I can.
SOS,
Olivier, I think Dante.
That's SOS, that's right. Dante, yeah. Dante's really cool. SOS is cool too, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's so nice. I haven't met anybody that, has been mean to me, so that's always a plus.
Well, you're doing great. You're doing great.
At least not in the streaming business, you know what I'm saying? Other things I've experienced, but Carl Clapp from MCW saying, "What's up?" He's got his own promotion down in Memphis.
You got your own.
Memphis
Where's that at?
In the Memphis area?
Memphis, Texas?
No,
Tennessee.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm teaming up with them. They have an anti-bullying campaign.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome. They had some. Oh, he's saying.
There
we go.
For them for doing
Osceola.
I'm gonna have to depend on you to read them to us because I'm about half blind.
Osceola. 45 minutes from Memphis.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
that's a great area. I'm originally from Georgia, and so I spent the first 13 years of my life out there: Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, just kind of going back and forth every 2 to 3 years. So I know that area pretty well.
Awesome, good campaign that I'm rallying around and creating some special stickers for that.
Absolutely.
All proceeds are going to go to an anti-bullying cause of their choice.
That is awesome.
So yeah, all right. Let's go into your titles. How many titles do you have in the promotion, and what are their names?
Right now, we have the Motivate Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, which is held by Gino Rivera.
Yeah. Okay. And the Women's Championship, SOS.
SOS. Okay. All right.
Yes. She's our champion.
She was our first women's champion.
Awesome.
And she's been holding it. Well, I guess she actually just got it in April, and she's held on to it thus far.
Okay. All right. And the tag team championships?
Oh, we're working on that.
You're working on it.
We're trying to find the right time and place for those. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got that. I think that's the last championships we got to work on so far. So we want to make sure it's done in all the right fashion and has all the momentum behind it that we can. We do have what we call the MPW Boomtown champion. That is Border is known as Boomtown. It's the city where opportunity booms, and so to represent opportunity, that is basically like our mid-card workers title. It's a beautiful belt.
You're gonna have to share them with me after the podcast.
Oh, absolutely!
So I can see what they look like. I'm a big. I love belts. This is one of my favorite things.
I like the women's belt.
Yes, the women's belt came out very beautiful. They each have their own specific details about them that make them each very beautiful.
Hello. I have my own championship.
Boomtown title, the Boomtown title, because it's got the dome, our logo, right there, dead center of it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely share those with me.
Absolutely.
I'm going to share my championship for my channel. which is the most coveted title, just so you guys know, in all of YouTube, the 23/6 YouTube Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, very cool.
Handcrafted in Australia by a Bushman.
That's nice. So do you defend your championship?
I'm not the champion.
Oh,
I'm too old for that, man. I'm 50, bro.
Hey, never too old. Never too old.
Actually, some of the wrestlers up here have been champions. My son was a champion.
Oh.
But some of the wrestlers up here in Long Island, New York, and the Northeast have held that title. So
23/6. What, they get 1 hour and 1 day of rest a week?
1 hour a day. I let you guys decide the hour. You decide the hour you want to take it. And the day has got to be Sunday. Got to rest on Sunday, man.
Got to rest on Sunday.
We have a question for you. Is there anyone out there right now that you have your eyes on?
There's several people we have our eyes on, and quite a few of them we've reached out to, and there's some of them that are going to be debuting with us in the very near future.
Okay, all right. You don't want to spoil anything, huh?
Yeah. I don't like to spoil anything. Not yet. Not quite yet. But we do have some great people coming. There was one big name that I was trying to get, but they made their return on the big screen or on the TV just recently, so they may be a little bit out of our league.
Can you name who it was?
Carlito.
Oh, Carlito.
Yeah. And we've tried getting Jazz and Rodney Mack a couple times, but NWA keeps snagging them up from us. But they got to do what they got to do. When the big leagues come calling, you answer.
It's funny that you brought up Carlito. He is actually going to be out here in Long Island for House of Glory Wrestling.
Oh, that's great.
And he's wrestling Cardona.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be a good match.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but Creative Pro Wrestling, I don't know if you've heard of Creative Pro.
I don't know. I don't think if so, it's just in passing.
You might have heard of some of the names coming out of there. All right, I'm going to spout them out real quick. MJF.
Oh, wow.
Chris Statlander. Max Caster. To name a few.
Yeah, wow.
It is called
they're just coming out to help get it started, or what?
No, that's where AEW scooped up a lot of their talent. They call it the Cap Dungeon.
Oh, I see. That's where they came from. I see.
That's right. That's where they came from. And one of the producers in AEW is actually one of the owners of the school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A lot of talent coming out from up here.
I'll have to look them up for sure.
Oh, definitely. If you've noticed, I don't know, you probably didn't notice this, but Cody Rhodes, when he's talking about schools, he mentioned his as number one, of course, which he's going to do. And Cap was the other school he mentioned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a big deal up here in as far as schooling goes. I mean, there's other schools obviously out here, but that's probably, I'm going to say, the biggest one that everybody wants to go to. Well,
hey, when you have that big one out there, you gotta do what you gotta do to get in, and get your foot in that door.
You got to. Do you have a school, or do you plan on opening a school?
My idea is actually to open up something for the youth.
Okay.
Couple places.
Looked at different buildings. I myself don't see myself as a wrestling trainer, but I am very confident in the basics. I can teach a kid the basics. I can teach them their balance. I can teach them the discipline. I can teach them how to hit ropes and stuff like that. Just the basic stretches, rolls, little stuff that isn't there. It doesn't have any impact or contact, but stuff that disciplines them, gives them a place to go after school if their parents need a babysitter, or during the summer. That's one of my dreams, is to give something like that. Not necessarily a karate dojo or something like that, but something to give kids just those starting fundamentals.
Yeah, like you said, keep the kids out of trouble. Give them a good place to go to. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Misty, what are you going to do at the school? Are you going to teach some classes?
She's going to do the same thing she does with me, and keep everybody in check.
Keep everybody in check. That's right. she's gonna bring out the chairs and be like, all right, you guys better behave today.
Yeah, that's
you're-
my job.
You're messing up. You learned how to take a chair today.
That's right. All right, get ready. That's funny.
I hit you in the head with a chair quite a bit.
Yes, we actually. So what started the whole chair thing was we did a music video. We were asked to do a music video
nice.
several months ago,
Uh,
and they were like, we just need some chaos. We need some ruckus in there, you know. And so we were like, okay. And she had a whole bunch of masks and stuff like that. And,
I was a clown.
yeah.
clown.
And so I brought a chair out, and it took like 15 takes, it felt like, of her hitting me in the head, running by, doing a drive-by, bashing the head with this chair, dropping me on the concrete. I was more scraped up from that music video than I usually get from my wrestling matches.
Oh man, yikes!
But she got good training out of it.
She got the training.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring this up real quick, and we'll talk about this. Here we go. Motivate Pro Wrestling hangs with Bob. Tell us about this seminar.
Bob Evans is the man.
He's the man.
Brutal Bob Evans. He has helped so many people come out of whatever struggles they're going through in their career, and find that missing link that they haven't been able to figure out. And I've been trying to get something going with Bob Evans since I got in the business, and previously the promotions that I worked for, they were just being hard to work. Not really hard to work with. They just didn't have it, I guess, at the time, or they didn't want to do it at the time. But either way,
a lot of rivalries with different companies.
When Motivate Pro Wrestling started, I was like, you know, I want this guy on my corner as well. You know? And we gave him a call. I think it was like what, two nights before our first show, I think it was, and he spent 2 hours on the phone with us, it felt like, and just giving us all kinds of advice and tips and stuff like that. And honestly, he was complimenting a lot of what we were already doing and what we were putting in motion. And he said, man, you're doing a lot of the right stuff. He said, here's just a little extra step you can take on that. And I mean, I think we had like a page and a half of different stuff that he helped us out with. And he's just an amazing character, and he's done that for several people, you know, not only for the business side of things, but helped them find their character in the business, find whatever it is they're missing as far as just progressing with whatever it is they're doing. So yeah, he's been doing this for a long time. He's wrestled for pretty much every main promotion I think there's ever been.
There is.
And he has done, like I said, I just can't give him enough praise for how much he has done for other people. I see other people praising him all the time for what he has done for them. People that I know personally have they call him Uncle Bob. That's, you know,
Bob.
how close they feel to this guy. It's Uncle Bob. And I may start calling him that.
You might be calling him Uncle Bob too.
This will be my first actual face-to-face interaction with him.
Oh, all right.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Let us know how that goes.
Absolutely. And if anybody listening wants to be a part of that seminar, you can say or Misty up, and we'll get you in there.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely going to be a seminar worth attending if you're in the area.
He's well worth hitting up and just having a phone call with. Like I said, he'll spend time with you. He'll work with you. He'll see what you're already doing, what you're not doing, what you could do differently. He really digs in to see what can be changed and what he can do to help you out.
Okay.
That's why when he goes to our show, and he could let us know like what improvements we would make.
Yes,
and how to make it grow.
Yeah, he plans on when he comes in July, he's gonna kind of not really take a back seat, but he's gonna keep an eye on everything and say, you know, let us know, hey, here's
this is your areas of opportunity and stuff like that.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
absolutely. And I strongly encourage anybody that is trying to find that missing piece or that missing link to contact Bob Evans, because you won't regret it.
Okay. Awesome. And then we got some tickets here. Is this for your June 3rd event? This Saturday.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. It is initiation.
Initiation.
I can't see too.
That's all right. Like I said, I'm depending on you to read everything to me, because it's
all right. Initiation, and I apologize because it's blocking Misty over there.
Yeah.
But I want to go over this. This is important for you guys. Doors open at 6. The bell time's at 7 o'clock sharp. Will there be a meet and greet, I guess, between 6 and 7?
Yes, you can meet with some of the wrestlers out in the dome. We'll also, whatever wrestlers do show up early, you can meet a little. They'll be spending a little bit of time outside, getting to meet you a little bit as well. We have vendors and stuff that's going to be there.
Oh, awesome.
And the whole premise behind it, initiation, is if you want a title shot, this is the night where you earn your title shot. There will be no titles on the line at this event.
Oh, okay.
You'll be earning an opportunity for a title.
Okay, and I saw the price on those tickets, man. That's actually a good deal.
Yes. Oh, man. For
$10.
For the events we have,
yes.
I'm telling you, you can't beat $10 to $15 for $15 front row. Last month we had an ambulance match. We had Samurai Del Sol. We're putting on some crazy good shows for $10 to $15.
Man, it's $30 to get up here to get into a show.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's not front row. That's JG general admission.
Yeah, and I see a lot of that. I see a lot of events, a lot of lucha shows where it's like $40 to get in. We've gone to the Dorfinators shows, and those are for. I think it was like $40 for a front row on those as well. And but
wow.
Yeah, in these small towns, like I said, if it's something we want people to be able to do every month and be able to bring their whole family and bring their coworkers and their friends, we wanted to keep it affordable for everybody. So, you spend $45 to $60, you're able to get your entire family in. You can go out, get some great concessions. We have vendors. You can buy merchandise from the wrestlers. So
that's definitely a steal of a deal, Serena.
Oh, definitely.
Shoot, man. I that's great, man. That's awesome, man. You guys are doing fantastic. That's great. Let's talk about this. We got Stormy Renee debuting for you guys.
She's new.
She's new. She's new for you guys, yes.
Yes,
she was supposed to come on this podcast like a month ago, but my son got sick, so I had to cancel like 2 weeks worth of podcasts because he was in the hospital. Yeah. So she was one of the people that was supposed to come on.
Oh man. So she's looking to earn a championship match against SOS.
Okay.
And we actually found another competitor that is also looking to get a championship match against SOS. So we decided to go ahead and give our champion the night off and let these two battle it out to see who is going to move on to face SOS in the future.
Interesting. Can you name her challenger, or is it a top secret for now?
Honestly, I just got her booked like 2 days ago, so I'm terrible with names if I don't at least a few times.
Misty, can you help him out?
That's horrible. It is horrible.
Listen, I do the same. I watch up names all the time, man, and I do it live. So
if I had already got them a graphic made together, I would know it by heart because I spend so much time on those graphics. I would probably spelled it a couple times and rearranged it a couple times. I'd know it by heart. But
all right, try. You want to try?
What's that?
Do you want to try to say her name?
If I had it in front of me.
Phone.
Oh.
No.
Is she from around the
Oh yeah,
area?
I'd have to back out of our screen here and find it in our messages.
Oh no! All right, please let us know who it is
Oh,
after the
absolutely,
podcast.
absolutely. But
Let's talk about the some of the matches. Yes, I know I'm not good at names too, Serena. I know.
so we got Gino Rivera.
Uh-huh.
He's our MPW heavyweight champion. He's gonna be facing off against Samuel Yesfield. That's a tongue twister right there. But he is. We're partners with Renegade Championship Wrestling in Colorado, and he is their longest reigning heavyweight champion there.
Wow.
So we found it fitting for him to step up and see if he could earn a championship match by beating our champions. He's actually had some history with Gino before, so we thought that could come into play, and we ought to be able to get a pretty good main event out of the two of those.
Okay, and that's your heavyweight title.
Yes, and it is a beautiful championship. I think I might have the image here right there, so it might be backwards. But
I'm getting a T-shirt idea. That could be a T-shirt for you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I love that.
I love merchandising. I love that stuff.
Absolutely.
My job is I'm a manager at Walmart, so I merchandise all day.
So there you go.
So,
and then on the lower bottom right of that, we have JKM versus Dr. Payne. Those two were actually in the ambulance match that I was telling you about that we had last month, and boy, did those two put on a heck of an event.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It really was. And
Great match.
that was to crown a Boomtown champion, which Dr. Payne won. Mm-hmm. And JKM is looking to
get revenge. JKM wants revenge?
Yeah, he wants to earn another shot at it.
Gotcha. Now, do you guys stream this somewhere? All your shows?
We haven't gotten any streaming lockdown. We just we have our YouTube that we post every month after our events. We're neither one of us are really tech savvy. We're kind of dinosaurs in that area, but we're looking for the right avenue to get that going. It's also really hard to get signal inside that big aluminum dome. And so we want to make sure that we're using the right tech to where it doesn't come out all blotchy, and we're able to get a really good product. You know, we don't want to just throw any random camcorder out there or cell phone and then it come out real pixelated or you can't hear anything. We want to make sure anything we do put out is the absolute best we can make it.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, and you put up on YouTube and stream it through YouTube. And we got to get the word out so people will watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to build those subscribers. Our subscriber numbers are pretty low, but we'd love to get them up because, like I said, it's great videos, great matches, great talent. And the dome is just
an echo.
I think one of your talents is in the chat. Trey. I guess. Oh, he's a ref? Trey?
There's our ref.
Is that Trey?
That's Trey.
Yeah. Yep.
He is a phenomenal referee.
He's so good at it.
We love having Trey.
That's awesome.
Don't know what we'd do without him either. He's
so fun to watch too.
Do you have him as your only ref, or is there other refs too?
Oh, we usually try to have at least one or two other referees, but he is definitely
He's the main guy.
He has no problem running the gauntlet when he's left to it.
Awesome. Tell him to be careful, man. Refs get injured all the time.
Oh, yes, and they get tired. I'll tell you what, we had an event. I think he was having a hard time in that main event last month. He was so tired by the end of it and all that stuff. But we love him, and he works his butt off for us, and he really does a great job. And honestly, I think half the crowd, I think he's
entertaining.
He's got fans out there.
Yeah. That's true. Even up here, there's some refs they'll scream their names. Like there's this one guy's Jumbo Ref. They're like Jumbo Ref, Jumbo Ref, Jumbo Ref. Even the announcers, they get it too.
Yeah. And I was actually like I felt bad a little bit because last month we had Best Picture and Sebastian Envy coming through.
Serena's subscribing.
And it was right before.
Oh,
I
Trey
can't.
says I've met a couple of haymakers in my time there. LOL.
um,
Go ahead, Mark.
But so we had Sebastian Envy and his tag team coming through, or being introduced, and before they came through the curtain, out comes our referee Trey, and he just got like this big ovation as soon as he ran through the curtain, and everybody started cheering for him, and it kind of distracted from the wrestler's entrance a little bit, but it's good to see that he's the people even like him, that it's.
That gets the crowd going too, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. A good referee is hard to come by.
Yeah, that is true.
It's hard to come by, and he's a great one for sure.
It's very true, very true. All right, so we got to get more subscribers to Motorway Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Serena already subscribed. I will subscribe after the broadcast because I don't want to, subscribe and use my phone over here.
That dome is honestly, man, it's almost like a character in its own. It's.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. I have it. There it is. That is like a character in itself. I like it.
Oh, I mean the building itself.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the graphic.
No, we based our graphic after our venue.
On the build.
But when you step inside, like every single wrestler, the first time they walk in, they just.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
That's very awesome. And look, there it is. Did you you do the graphics for everything?
No, I do most of my match graphics, but there was a gentleman, Jay Sizzle Farizzle. I was having a really hard time trying to come up with a good graphic for it. I had it in my mind, but like I said, I'm not a tech genius, so it was coming out looking like something that my daughter could have put together, and I just was not proud of it. and I hit this guy up, and within about 10 minutes, he whipped out that MPW logo, and I couldn't thank him enough for it.
Yeah, I'm not tech savvy either, man. I get ideas and what I want, and I can describe it. And then I have my son and another fellow podcaster who's around. He's young. He's 18. Ryan Dust. He helps make those designs for me too. So want to appreciate them for helping me out with that. And Ryan's actually going to help me do the put the logo together for the anti-bullying tour for MCW.
Great.
So thank you to him. He's busy too. He's got school and all that stuff, and it's hard to get good friends to help you out, but I got some good people behind me.
Finding the right teammates that are dedicated and passionate about
100%.
it, and that really want to do it just to be a part of helping. Right. Man, that's a hard find.
It's hard, man. See, it's Marcus and Misty, and it's over here. It's Papa Dank and Serena.
Yeah.
So,
and you got a good partner on your side.
I do.
Back with us. She's super sweet. She does a great job.
She's awesome, man. She keeps me in check. She hasn't hit me with a chair though, but it might happen. It might happen. Trey's got another comment that I had to post it. Yeah, sometimes they get carried away. MPW has lovely crowds, but don't let me distract you all. So sorry, LOL.
Yeah, no, you're good, my friend.
So what kind of crowds do you gather? Like,
what kind of crowds do we have?
Yeah, like how has it been? Like how many do you normally have?
It's fluctuated a little bit, but I've been very proud of our crowds. Our first show, I think it was like 160 something or 170. The second show we had was 246. I remember that one because that was our best.
We had a clicker.
I had a little clicker I went around. And yeah, I was very proud of that. I'm pretty sure that's been our biggest one so far.
Good. You keep...
I think the crowd interaction.
Yeah, the crowd interaction is
that's a make or break for a show. Let me tell you, because I've been to shows where it's like dead silence.
And it's great because when we had our very first event, we had our 6:00 meeting back there backstage, and I told all the wrestlers, I was like, look, this is not a wrestling town. These are not wrestling fans. This is a football town. I said, so let's go out there and change that. And they all kind of got worried. You know, what do you mean it's a wrestling town? Like, what are we going to, the football fans? But the first night, we have not had one single quiet match since MPW started.
No.
That's awesome.
We haven't heard crickets for a single match.
That's great.
The only time the crowd even starts to get a little bit quiet is when the match is just going on a little bit too long. But they love what we're doing, and it's
love it.
Yeah, the kids absolutely love it. We do a raffle, or we do a little deal every month where you spend $5, your kid gets to go take a picture with the wrestler in the ring, and then he gets to walk that wrestler to the ring for the main event.
Oh wow. Okay.
They love it.
They love it. They got to walk out Kalisto last month, and do the whole.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Lucha.
Yeah, they loved it. And we're super into like when the ambulance match was going on, the entire crowd. I mean, because it wraps around, just like the dome does. It wraps around the ring.
Right.
But that ambulance match was going on, and they started moving towards that ambulance. You had at least 175 people that migrated all to that one side of the ring, and some of the videos, man, it's an amazing sight. It really is.
That's awesome. So do you guys do like sponsorships for the wrestlers?
We're working on that. We're just trying to find sponsorship for the show. We've had some great sponsors that have helped out for the show, and sometimes they just have a tighter month than others, so they can kind of come in when it's easy for them. And
well, I think for the wrestlers it goes to their salary, but it's like so you guys can bring someone from like who's not around from there.
Well, and that's basically how we present it to a lot of the sponsors is we say, hey, these wrestlers, they travel from across country for almost next to nothing. We try to pay better than a lot of promotions, but at the same time, it doesn't matter if I'm paying $200 to every single wrestler. A lot of these guys are worth a lot more than that, and the drive they're given is costing them a lot more than that. So, and that's how I present it to these sponsors. I'm like, look, the more sponsorship we get, the more we can give back to these wrestlers because, we have a set price we want to pay them, but we want to give them more.
Right.
Be able to make it as worth it to these guys for coming clear across the country for this, for you, for
definitely.
Town Border, and putting your logo on their match flyer, kind of helps give you that clout as well.
Definitely. I see that happening out here with the sponsorship packages. My home promotion, VPW, trying to get sponsors to help out to help cut costs on the show. Up here, you have to have certain things in New York that you don't have to have in other states. So I don't know if you have to have it there, but we have to have an ambulance here at all times.
Oh yeah.
So so they're just hanging out there. Huh?
That gets costly.
Yeah. It's like anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 to have the ambulance there.
Oh wow. Yeah, and then you're also paying for the EMTs over
right. Right, and then of course you have to have the doctor who's got to check out all the wrestlers and all that stuff.
Oh wow!
So, it's a lot of stuff.
That's something. Yeah, we're lucky. The most expensive part for us is just mainly the event insurance, but we get that covered, and once we get that covered, we're just steamrolling through it. We only have more payment on that for the year, so we're golden now.
Nice.
But yeah, we just really talk to these sponsors and try to present it to them as we want to give back to these wrestlers because they're putting their bodies on the line. Mm-hmm. They're phenomenal wrestlers. Like just their wrestling alone should be worth $200 at least. Not to mention, like I said, all the gas they have to put in, all the food they have to buy on the way. If they have to get a hotel room, if they have a blowout on the way, it's so costly. I was traveling every week into a different city for about 2.5 years straight, and man, I was going flat broke doing it.
It's tough, yeah, absolutely. It's tough, but I think when you get the joys of doing the shows, you're like, oh man, this is great, and you get that feeling. It's like with me here doing this, I make nothing. I lose money more than anything, but just the experiences of getting to know talent, owners as yourselves, it makes it all worthwhile to me. I don't want to have it any other way right now.
Absolutely. And if you're a wrestler, you see it. For me, for instance, when there's a great promotion out there that I want to go wrestle for because of how great they treat you, how fun the trip is,
right?
How great the locker room is. When you have just a great environment all around, and even if you're still not making the money back that you're putting into the trip, just being able to enjoy yourself the entire time and really love every minute of what you're doing and who you're around, that makes it worth it. That's what really makes it. For me, I'm not making a dime on these shows yet. I mean, I've taken a lot of Bob Evans' advice, but we still got a lot of growing to do. he's going to get us there. But we're not making anything right now. Right now, everything we're doing is going back into the show and back into the wrestling and back into the dome.
Reinvestment.
Yep, reinvest.
Yeah.
And but for us, even though we're not sitting here making all kinds of crazy money off of it, a lot of times we're coming out of pocket for it. But at the same time, it's when you see the 10 kids coming out doing the lucha with Samurai del Sol, or you get crowds, when you get that whole crowd just sucking to one side to watch these two guys between the two of them haven't even been wrestling for 10 years, and you got that many people swarmed around of waiting to watch their every move, and just some of the stuff that we get to witness and be a part of it's like we run Disneyland. It's like and dreams come true all over the place, and making smiles all over the place, and that's where it's really at.
True. The home promotion, he goes and rents the ring, so he's all over the Northeast when he doesn't have the show on, and trying to keep it going, because it's important to him to keep the legacy of VPW alive. It's been around for 17 years, and he bought it after the pandemic. He used to be the ring announcer, and he's 1,000% invested and does. I think he's between his job and this. I don't think he's sleeping because he's just so in love with the business and keeping it going that he is 1,000% invested. So kudos to you guys too. I mean, I could see that you guys are 1,000% invested as well. That's awesome. Yeah. You got to keep independent wrestling alive,
Absolutely, and sadly, that's kind of what it takes. I mean, I'm sure we both probably got bags under our eyes from how little we sleep. I'll wake up. I'll wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. The first thing on my mind is, what do I need to do today? It's a huge process, but there's also so many other things that make it worth it. Like you're talking about doing your anti-bullying campaign.
Yes.
In September, we're going to do our first benefit show.
Oh, nice.
To go towards the Hutchinson County Crisis Center to help those that are domestic violence victims and help get them the help they need.
Awesome.
And all of our proceeds from that show will go towards the Hutchinson County Crisis Center. And it's amazing to me because with it being our first benefit show, it's hard. And with all of our wrestlers traveling, like 95% of our wrestlers travel from out of state. And so it's hard for me to say, hey, I really want to do this. Do you mind traveling hours on end?
Right.
And donating your pay to this?
Yeah.
And like, it honestly, it clutched my heart when everybody on the roster was like, I'm in. You know what I mean? That's the type of stuff that makes it all worth it. Even if the whole month-long struggle trying to put the show together, that makes it worth it because you also are wrestlers telling their stories about why that's important to them and why they're so willing to do this. And it's like, this is so much more than just professional wrestling.
Right. It's it is a family. 100% agree.
And it contributes to so many other aspects in life.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Any last words, Misty?
Yeah.
Misty's kind of quiet there.
We're breaking her in.
We're breaking her in. All right. Next time.
About Misty is until I approached her about a year ago about NPW, the most she knew about wrestling was the action figures that she buys her sons.
Oh, okay. All right.
I became a fan.
What figures are you buying?
Yes, and so she's learning as she goes, but she has done amazing. And even the wrestlers, they say she works harder than anybody on the roster. So she's been amazing, and she really knows her stuff as far as keeping the T's crossed and the I's dotted. Keeps me from forgetting everything. And overall, it's just like you have with Serena. You just got to have someone you can trust, someone that's dedicated, and someone with that passion.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Misty, because you're keeping independent wrestling alive. So thank you. I'm sure Marcus thanks you as well.
Every day, and thank you, Papa Dank, for having us on. How long have you been doing your podcasting?
Oh, well, I've been at VPW for like 6 years now, and I used to just film it there, did some interviews here and there, and then last year I was like, man, I want to go streaming because some of my friends started doing streaming, and I was like, let me do that because I gotta like expand. I can't just stay at one spot. I want to grow. So once I did, I mean, it just started snowballing. Now it's like I'm like booked in June. I don't have any free time.
Yeah, I hear you.
I got 3 promotions, my home promotion, and I'll go over that real quick so you guys can know about them.
Yeah.
VPW Justified. I will be there June 10th in person, live, and we're going to have a great card that night. We're going to have a debut.
So what does VPW stand for?
The Unwilting Tatiana will be debuting. What stand for?
What does BPW stand for?
VPW, Victory Pro Wrestling.
Oh, VPW.
VPW. So that's June 10th.
Those are good flyers.
That was a good flyer.
That was a good flyer. That's Radio. That's the owner, John Radio. He did that. I will also be at. I got to find this graphic because I have so many. I got to go look too, Marcus.
Oh, you bamboozled me this whole time. I thought that was your big, beautiful home behind you.
Yeah, I'm probably fooling everybody. Like, man, this guy's making some money. No.
Well, like I said, I'm about half blind, but I can see the mirrors down the wall and the piano in the back. You do pretty good on all these companies and big.
Yeah, you're probably like, what is this guy talking about? He's got freaking mad.
You want to sponsor me, Papa Dank?
It's a green screen.
Yeah, I figured that.
Next up for me is Sunset Flip from Wrestling Is Now Win in New Jersey. I'll be there Friday, June 16th.
That's another flyer.
It is.
That's a great poster. That is owned by the SATs.
I like how they have the championship in the back there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It's a fatal elimination match, and I'm actually on their social media tour, so I do interviews for them for their shows. So I got some coming up, but yeah, I'll be there, and then I'm staying in Jersey tonight because then I got another show, which I'm gonna bring up in a second. I can find that right there. It is New Evolution Wrestling, the best of the best, featuring some NWA talent.
Oh wow! Well, NWA talent. I gotta see who else on there because I might know.
La Rosa Negra.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to be there.
Sorry for everybody that's having to see my big head up close to the screen like that.
But yeah, I will be there, and they put this post about me, which I will read. We are proud to have Papa Dank and his great podcast Beyond the Barricade, our June 17th show, the best of the best. Come by and see the great podcast he does as they perform a live show.
Awesome.
So, thank you to them.
I love giving people props. I love giving people their flowers and trying to help get people's names out there. You know, if you're like right now, you're helping us get our names out there, and I'm gonna share your stuff along to the whole roster and make sure they reach out to you. And
that is what it's all about, helping each other out, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to have some of your roster on, man.
For sure.
For sure. Let them get in touch with Serena. She handles everything because, you know, I'm a hot mess. She's my Misty.
Yeah, I understand. We need them.
We do need him. We do need him. But thank you very much for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Make sure everybody goes and follows Motivate Pro Wrestling. And where can they follow everybody?
Yeah, and make sure you follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Awesome. Everybody go follow them. And if you are new to me, make sure you follow me too. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank
you. Like I said, I've watched your podcast with some of our wrestlers on our roster, and
awesome.
I
appreciate that.
I really enjoy what you do with them and the questions you go about.
You.
You know, you don't spend 30 minutes talking about what's on TV. You actually dig into what these people are doing. So
that's right. I mean,
what you're doing, trying to help get people's names out there.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. And it's funny you bring that up because someone said to me the other day they got like this podcast. He's got other podcasters, way more subscribers than me. And they'll be like, so what do you think what Roman Reigns is doing with the title this week? And they're like, who cares? You want to know about them, not what Roman. If you want to see what Roman Reigns is doing, go watch WWE. You'll see.
Yeah, or get him on your podcast.
That's right. Call Roman. I'm sure he's going to pick up the phone and come on.
Hey, you want to ask questions about Roman? Call Roman. I thought you wanted to talk about me.
You have to get through the WWE machine. But yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, trying to get to know every wrestler I can. Not only in how they started and trained and all that, but like what are some of their interests? Like they're collecting, watching movies, reading books, and that's just what interests me. And some of the wrestlers have told me after that, you know, you're a very genuine person. I try to be genuine because that's how I want everybody to be is genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys for coming on, and definitely you guys want to come back, promote something, let me know. We'll bring you back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Papa Day.
I'd love to have your champion on one day.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
I will let them all know.
All right. You guys hold on for a minute. Everybody else, I will be back next Tuesday. I don't know who I'm interviewing because Serena's got all that information, but we will share it through all our socials. And the Win social media tour is continuing. And we are working on getting Joey Conway, who's in that World Heavyweight title match, on next week. So stay tuned for that. And Monday. Who's on Monday, Serena? Let us know real quick. But I will tell you what I'm having on. Where's that graphic? No, that is you guys getting.
We'll come back on Monday too if you need us to. We'll tell you how the show went.
That's right. LA Smooth, my first Samoan Dynasty member, coming on June 7th.
Oh, very cool.
I'm super excited to have Roman's a relative on. Since we brought up Roman, now we're gonna talk about Roman now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And some of the stuff that they'll be doing. I'll be back Monday. All right, Serena. I know I'll be back Monday. Thank you for telling me. Everybody else have a good night. You didn't tell me who I'm interviewing, but I'll be back Monday. Monday night at 9:00. Everybody else have a good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.